We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Fights through and now a crease. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Purdy. Open man, the former Gator hits Ricky Pearsall. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Amari in Hampton. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Niner defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's 2nd down. The Chargers at 2-8 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Set. Delta, stop. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Set. Ready.
Again, it's Hampton. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Purdy looking to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
Here's Herbert.
He'll get this complete to Trey Harris.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Set, go.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Well, on this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fists.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Omarion Hampton hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Purdy from the gun.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. he tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 380. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Try to run for it with Hampton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. 380.
A run once more with Hampton. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
On the give, this is Hampton. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Hampton.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Hampton on first down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari Hampton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
3rd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hampton.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Let's go. Hey. Ready?
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First down, San Francisco.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Purdy will look to throw again here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk,
A 14-yard touchdown.
and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
The score, Chargers 20, 49ers 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hampton. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Herbert now.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Chargers.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
380. Good. Set.
Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Lion.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure would be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Give here to Hampton.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Chargers 27, 49ers 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third
A
down.
gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now Purdy. To the right side and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
1 yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Set. 180. 180 hot. I got it, baby.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
21. Set. 380.
On a jet sweep, it's McConkey. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Back at the
They'll wind up
36-yard line.
losing 3. And now it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A draw play, Hampton.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 6.
Black 80. Black. Real it.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup at 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
380. Real it. Set.
Now it's Hampton.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal at the
A good
7-yard
chance
line.
now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Set. Ready.
Now a carry here for the fullback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Chargers 34, 49ers 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Purdy looking to throw.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight.
Dante Jackson picks it.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
49ers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.